Yo, thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we got Meek Mill on The Siege, Duke Deuce with a DUI PSA, Benny the Butcher with a message for the gangsters, Cardi B caught on camera, and 50 Cent talking about Young Buck. Hey yo, shout out to Uncle Roger, man. I like that dude. Now, concerning the COVID numbers of the UK versus the US, folks were coming through talking about the UK's population is ridiculously smaller than the US's population. And looking at the percentage of infection per person, the UK is running at 0.13% to the United States 0.11%. But it's a struggle to not believe we got mad clowns over here. Anyway, remember the siege of the Capitol? You're like, yeah, that was like last week, wasn't it? No, it was 2 weeks ago. But don't it feel like yesterday? That's because the joint was so crazy and savage. Remember that dude, the savage terrorist that broke his way into our nation's capital with the rest of the criminals that had explosives and zip ties, and he made his way into Pelosi's office and put his feet up on her desk? Of course you remember him. You know what happened to him? The judge ordered that the thug receive house arrest. That's the judge from Arkansas. That's right, house arrest. Your cousin did time for that little incident that they did, as if they broke into Congress itself and threatened to overtake the government. And that man, listen, Meek Mill posted an article that said, quote, after an hour hearing, Richard Barnett won permission to return home as he awaits trial on charges of entering Capitol grounds with a stun gun, disorderly conduct, and theft. House arrest. Meek Mill then posted, quote, my whole race in jail for trying to protect themselves or some petty drugs. We living in the middle of a silent war. You can run in the state capitol and get house arrest. Just pay attention to that part. Ain't no protest that can fix that. We have no protection in the system as black folks, and it's not no telling what's next. Didn't people die in that ish? Not only did they die, Meek, but they also had explosives, bruh. Anyway, let me continue. We would have had conspiracy to terrorism or something that they made up. Y'all people are really on some triple K-ish. You see what I'm saying? Now, upon looking into that story, right, come to find out that the judge in Arkansas tried to give dude house arrest until his trial, but Chief U.S. District Judge Beryl Howell, respect for that person, ordered Friday night staying the decision and demanded that the animal be brought back to Washington, D.C. for proceedings in his case. So he ain't off the hook yet, but notice how the judge in Arkansas was about to try to pull a okie doke. Yo, they need to be double checking the cameras and making sure her behind wasn't there with the rest of the barbarians. You like, I see what you're trying to do. Hey, look, if these folks don't like the way democracy runs in this country, they can pack their bags and go back to Europe or whatever continent they came from. I mean, that's what they told me. I mean, not Europe, but anyway, Duke Deuce has decided to play the responsibility card and slam it on the table when he did a PSA in an attempt to save your life from the dangers of driving under the influence. I mean, I don't know why anybody would drive under the influence nowadays, because once you get pulled over, it's a wrap. They beating on your head like a drum. Anyhow, your boy posted a video on Thursday showing the everyday process of passing a breathalyzer test in his own car just to start the damn thing. Yo, I know, I didn't know either. Yo, take a look.
Hey, don't drink and drive, man. Real talk. Don't be like me, man. This shit's stupid. Real talk. Dumb shit. Just dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? And then the shit, you gotta blow suck. Nigga, I'm a boy, Damon.
That's crazy, right? Apparently in California, those cats could punish drunk drivers with the installation of that madness in your vehicles for up to 3 years, giving you quite the excuse for being late to work. You tell your boss, I had to borrow my brother's car and he had that blood alcohol unit in his car, but it's broken so the car wouldn't start, and so on and so forth. Your boss be looking at you like they always do, knowing you full of crap. That unit is thought to be standard procedure for first-time offenders who are arrested with a blood alcohol count above 0.15%. And in the vein of being responsible, right, Benny the Butcher has decided to send out a strong message, dare I say, that's right, a last message to those of you who feel the need to be extra gangster on the keyboard. We all seen them, right? Typing out threats, going all caps on a ninja, probably with a thesaurus right next to the monitor. Although one of the scariest internet threats I saw came from King Von himself when someone got disrespectful and he somehow replied to the goon with the aerial pic of the dude's house talking about, "Is this you?" Before the dude poured apologies out profusely. Anyway, Benny the Butcher gave us a lesson in Street Ninjas when he said this. Take a listen.
Niggas who be in the comments running y'all mouth thinking y'all know everything, swearing y'all street niggas, that's rule number one. A street nigga never speak on shit he don't know nothing about. And y'all niggas think a nigga supposed to post every aspect of his life. Come on, man. Y'all niggas can't be in the streets for real. Stop that.
Yo, let me let you in on a little secret, man. Your boy Celeb used to teach certified street ninjas in Brownsville back in the day, right? And here's what I learned. Street ninjas most definitely, about 90% of the time, talk about ish they know nothing about. A lot. I'm talking cats that figured out how to bring ice picks and machetes past the metal detectors. I think it was machetes. Talking about all kinds of bull-ish. And get on some gutter-ish for real. I do find it odd, right? For a gangster to be furiously typing on social media, but these cats are different now. They'll type in all caps, then creep slow when you sleep, hold in the heat, and put holes in your Jeep. In skin-tight jeans, of all things. The lovely Cardi B has landed a leading role on the silver screen in an upcoming comedy by the name of Assisted Living. She'll be taking on the role of an Amber, who is a small-time crook who's involved in a heist that goes left and dresses up as an elderly woman who hides out in her grandmother's nursing home. Can you imagine the scenes this movie will potentially have? Old people are perverts, man, straight up. And Cardi B running around the nursing home, and you know she's gonna teach the residents how to twerk. I can't possibly see how that is not a scene in the movie. She has to. No film studio is gonna let her walk on and off the set without dropping it to the floor at least 2 or 3 times for the camera. If she wants to do it, right, that's one thing. But if she doesn't, or she feels uncomfortable, I can see them putting the pressure on her, talking about, oh, it's funny, it's comedy. They always try to slide stuff in like that, under the guise of comedy. You know, we need it for the scene. Remember what Dave told us about the dress. And finally, it just doesn't stop. It really doesn't. Blogger Tasha K has posted a conversation that took place between a trans lady named Craig Badass and none other than G-Unit artist Young Buck. It's quite a messy situation. That's right, protect your cup, because the spit is flying. The conversation dates back to 2018 with Craig Badass, leaking the DM between him and Young Buck from Young Buck's certified account. Talking about, I'ma tear that behind up. Crazy stuff, right? 50 Cent got a hold of the clip. You knew he was gonna get a hold of the clip, right? He got a hold of Tasha K's clip and retweeted the story, adding, quote, "Damn, this boy really different. Caught with another transgender contender." Demonstrating a little bit of rhymes, close quote, demonstrating a little bit of his rhyme skills in the midst of his post. Yikes, I know. Yo, let us know what you think. If the man is moving as a double agent, should he just come clean with it? You like, come clean? That ain't happening? You dirty for that, man. You dirty, for real. Yo, check this out. Meek Mill on the siege. How you feel about that? I'm still mad that I saw Meek Mill bunny hopping. You like, what you talking about? Somebody bring the teacup and free Meek Mill. Benny the Butcher with the message for the gangsters. Your thoughts on that? And Cardi B, do you think she can actually pull off making a movie without being forced to twerk or do some kind of nasty movements or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Is the word gesticulating I'm thinking about? No? No, well, whatever. Yo, thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source, your source for celeb news.